Big Cat's coming at you live with another episode of Pokemon Stadium, being fluffier than ever. We're going to take on Erika. I remember jack shit about this battle, so considering how long this battle is, I apparently had problems with someone somewhere, most likely. Don't know who, though, which makes it more interesting. I don't know who I had problems with. Why is this battle so long? I don't remember why this battle was so long. It's weird. Now it's disturbing. It's freaking me out. I don't know why this battle was so long. Or why this episode's so long. Shouldn't be so weird. Anyway, for this episode, what am I going to talk about? Because I have no idea. I think I talked about it in the last episode. I think I want to talk about this like happen and stuff like that in general. And just, life itself, what's going on in life. I just want to stick back to talking about Pokemon stuff, just being back to the old known for nerdy Pokemon. I think by now the first Tactics Reborn episode should have already come out, so tell me what do you think about that, and what if you liked it or not. And I know I'm sounding really weird when I say this. It's just because you gotta understand I do a lot of episodes at once and just like speed through them and then just put them out there because it's just, for me, it's most comfortable, I guess. Well, it's weird. I'm a weird person, okay? Stop hating.
A decisive victory is expected. They strike fighting poses. Oh, what a lovely kiss! Oh no, it fell asleep.
All right.
He woke up.
Actually, no, I do know what I want to talk about now. It was the anime, the Pokemon anime. I wanted to talk about that because I wanted to talk about Ash actually. No, not some of the newest episodes. I know there should have been a new episode that came out about maybe 2 or 3 days ago. But I don't want to talk about it. I want to just talk about how the fact that Ash actually beat Leon. And a lot of people are not. People are mad but not mad at the exact same time. It's the weirdest thing ever. And the reason I say this is because, first off, the battle, animated wise, I loved it. I loved the battle how it was animated. But I think people are just mad about how the things took place. Like, for example, how Steven lost, how Lance lost, how Diantha lost, how Cynthia lost, how everyone basically lost, and then Ash won. The only battle I probably actually had a problem with, or I had a problem with, is probably Leon versus Diantha. I know it's not Ash, right? I'm talking about Ash, but I'm talking about Leon versus Diantha. I know, I'm sorry. But, Leon versus Diantha actually made me angry, because they made her a basic pushover. And she got they did it because they wanted to show how fearsome Leon is. And I understand that from the storytelling point of perspective, because storytelling perspective, you can't, it's not just like, you can't say the character's all that strong, you can do all this, you need to show it. Because the more you show it, the more scary they become. And that's what I think where I had a problem with. I didn't like the fact that they had to pretty much make a champion lose like they basically had no skill whatsoever, just to show how strong the character was. And they did some of the champions dirty. Like, Steven's fight was kind of justified because Steven's Metagross actually probably should have went down a lot earlier in fighting Dracovish. Should have went down way earlier when fighting that, but that's a whole other story for another time. That's also applying video game logic to anime, but we're not going to talk about that.
What's this? That's a good hit.
But Diantha losing to only 2 Pokemon from Leon's team is kind of just, it's BS to me. I'm just like, that's BS. Don't get me wrong, I understand the reason why they were doing it is because they were trying to show off how powerful Leon is, but it's just like, Diantha is also still a champion too. She's not some just weak little random person. She's not like Misty in a sense. She's actually strong. And you basically made her a complete pushover. And don't get me wrong, I don't like Diantha at all. I mean, I dislike, if I had to rank the champions I dislike out of like 10 or whatever, Diantha would probably be number 2, Leon would be number 1. I hate Leon as a champion. I hated his character, I hated everything. Him and his brother, I hated both of them to no end to tomorrow. That's a whole story for another time.
the attack.
But
Severe hit.
aside from all that, that fight kind of pissed me off. Cynthia versus Ash's battle was also a unique battle.
What's the weak spot?
I do like the fact how like the battle ended, like Lucario doing his like last stand type thing. That was like pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a hit.
I mean, they could have did some parts better, but that was really cool. Also, like using the Hyper Beam strat, because the next turn the Pokemon could fight. Oh, actually, she couldn't fight Animals, and it was a turn afterwards. But I completely forgot that it was starting the third Pokemon. So you must not paying attention. Haha. But back to something that I don't know. I hated how in fact Sword and Shield they basically made Leon undefeated. I mean, technically he lost to like a random Pokemon, but it wasn't a trainer battle. Or no, I think it was a trainer battle actually. If I remember correctly, anime he lost to Sonya. But if I think that's who it was. But aside from that, it's like I don't like how they made him seem like he was so overpowerful for being undefeated. If anything, he should have been like one of the first people to get knocked out, and it should have been the final battle to me. Should have been Cynthia versus Ash, because Cynthia actually has history with Ash, and they were making this whole big lead up to how Cynthia is probably going to quit and stuff like that. And just like to me, it felt it would have been a lot better had Cynthia been in the finals versus Ash. Story-wise to me, but I know why they were doing what they were doing. If they have, I'm not going to say like there was no reason, they're just doing anything wrong. No, they had a reason what they were doing. The reasoning was actual sound. It was just they could probably do some things better, I guess, in my opinion. But they were trying to stick to the Galar region and the Sword and Shield games, and that's why Leon had to be, I guess, the final opponent. And it just makes Ash look strong as hell. But another thing people were talking about too is why not, actually, another people were talking about too is how badly Elaine got disrespected in that Leon versus Elaine fight. Like, that man got completely disrespected in that fight. It was just like, damn. Like, he was beyond disrespect. Also, that caught me off guard that he survived with 28 and then just RKO'd me. There's like this. I understand people are angry because, to be fair, it's just the anime did some things that are just like I don't know. But I'm not mad at the fact that Ash became a champion. If anything, I actually kind of welcome it because I feel like Ash deserved it. I mean, he already technically was a champion before with the what's it called? The Kalos, was it Kalos? No, Aloha. Alolan region. No, I said Alolan region. And the impromptu Pokemon League, he technically was a champion there. But I don't know. I don't care. Question of the day: what are your thoughts on Ash becoming an actual champion? How do you feel about it? Were you angry? Were you happy? Tell me your thoughts. Anyway, now we'll get back to commentating on the battles at hand, because I am now a commentator. Whoa. Anyway, I said right now coming off guard, taking out Jynx. And then this light screen kind of threw me for a loop because basically light screen is a very rare move to see in this game. Or not just rare, but it's like you don't really see it as often. It's a good move though, especially in this game, but you don't see it as often, so Aerodactyl scared me because Aerodactyl was probably faster than Gengar, but also because I had Electra in the background, it had no chance of winning. So, pretty much my thought was just to let Gengar die here, let it do as much damage as it can, but let it die here, and then throw out Electrode, and Electrode would just sweep everything through.
What's that? What's the weak spot? Savage attack. It's doubly effective.
A little animation of the tongue.
It's a head-on collision.
But yeah, I don't know. I really want them, just coming back from the anime, I really want them to make a another stadium-like game for the Pokemon series. I mean, they're already limiting the Pokemon. Might as well just make a stadium game. It'd be fun. Like remake it, make it proper. And that'd be really cool for us to transfer Pokemon and just use the models from Scarlet and Violet and just make a stadium game. I think that'd be really cool.
There's just One Pokemon aside now. The battle is coming right down.
One
to the
Pokemon
wire.
aside now.
There it goes. Perfect game. Oh,
Yeah.
it's down.
So,
And there goes the battle.
with that, we're on to the cool trainer. She had some pretty weird Pokemon I would not expect to see in a grass gym, but then again, there really weren't that many grass types. But they had a lot of ground types. I'm just like, why? Why? I think Mythically had to bring either Doduo or Charizard because Chansey is only going down to physical move. I even tried to do anything else, I would just lose. But I think I first started off with just lovely kissing to death, and that's probably why this video took so long, because Jynx was lovely kissing everyone to stay asleep. She's like, please stay asleep. They just wake up in the first turn. Like, that's like the one thing I hate, is like they just do it for one turn wake up. See, one turn wake up every freaking time. I'm just like, why? Why? Stay asleep for more than a turn, please. I should need to kiss you like 17 times to make you stay asleep.
It fell asleep again. It's fast asleep.
Like, I feel like I need to draw like a little animation meme of just Jynx like kissing someone to death. Just like, stay asleep. That'd be hilarious.
Goodness. It woke up. What a
Like, time wasn't necessarily a big deal, but I didn't want to deal with it actually attacking me.
What now?
So I figured it had like Fire Blast or Flamethrower or something like that.
Fail.
So, oh yeah, you see,
There it goes. Oops, that's a miss.
but they miss.
Neither one is conceding an inch.
So I just wanted to focus on putting it to sleep so I could just knock it out and then finish the rest of their Pokemon, because I figured as much as they probably had to bring at least a ground type, and so the ground type was going to easily get RKO'd. And then I'm trying to think what else they could have brought. They probably also brought Chansey, if I remember correctly. And Chansey was going to be something annoying to deal with, but not too annoying, but annoying enough to deal with. And then because I woke up here, I was fine because I could just knock it out with the Psychic and be good to go. Yeah, Jynx was definitely overpowered back in the first generation. That was only because of how sleep worked. Sleep should have not worked that way, but that's just how the original games worked, and that just made Jynx broken. So, it is what it is. That's right, yeah, this person did bring Chansey, and that's what it caught me off guard. Or not off guard, I knew Chansey was probably coming, but I had to bring... Oh, I did not bring a physical Pokemon. Oh god, why did I not bring a physical Pokemon? What is wrong with me?
Oh, it's Gengar!
So,
What's this?
I thought I was smart enough to bring Charizard or,
Will this Pokemon
something, but
change the flow
apparently
of battle?
not.
Flash up confused, it's confused!
Yeah, this is probably why this battle took so long.
Whoa!
This is definitely why the battle took so long. This is definitely why the battle took so long, because I had to kill Chansey without a physical attacking move.
What now?
Why was I not smart enough to bring Charizard?
It's confusion.
And then I get frozen too. That's the best part too. I get frozen.
While you're frozen.
So I couldn't even do anything.
It's frozen rock solid.
Yeah, I don't even know how I win this. I mean, I know I win because I wouldn't have saved the video otherwise, but I remember correctly, I didn't actually lose a single fight in the R2 run through, which was surprising. I thought I would have lost at least one, but I actually didn't lose a single one.
There, it's a hit. Neither one is conceding an inch.
Yeah, I think either A, I accidentally misclicked and I brought Chansey instead of the one I wanted to bring. And that's why I stared for a minute. I was just like, oh crap, or B, I actually just for some reason thought to bring Chansey instead of bringing a single Pokemon I could hit with physical move and just RKO this Chansey, but. Also, I don't know why I just didn't do Explosion. I should have did Explosion because Gengar wasn't necessarily necessary. Because Jynx could have taken over anything Gengar could have done. And same with Chansey in the back.
Evenly matched with 2 Pokemon aside. Neither Pokemon is backing down.
Can't tell if I start just spamming Seismic Toss or spamming Ice Beam.
What's this?
I think I start spamming Ice Beam because I'm trying to reach for the freeze.
What now? Yeah, it's a hit. Sparks are flying in this heated match.
But yeah.
Oh, it's frozen solid.
And I got the freeze.
Rock salt.
And then if I remember correctly, Stadium has this weird mechanic where they'll automatically swap out a frozen Pokemon, which seems like a really dumb thing to do. It's better just to leave it in there so it dies, unless you know the person being set up. Or start setting up thinking it's best to swap out, but in this situation, my Chansey in this game should have nothing set up for, and they should have been able to see that, so it was just like a really, really dumb decision on their part. Same with Submission as a physical move. They should have had like Earthquake or something, because that Recall should have hit harder than it did, but it didn't hit as hard as I should have hit, because I had like 200 damage or something like that, but whatever.
Looks like a bad Pokemon choice.
Yeah, so they basically just lost their Nidoking, which they could have actually taken out my Chansey, maybe. Actually, probably not really at all, because I probably would have healed that last turn right before killing the Chansey, and then took it out so that way I could have safe swap in. But yeah, if I had mentioned before, if you're just joining this episode for the first time, if a Pokemon gets frozen, it's game over. Unless you hit them with a fire move, they are not being unfrozen. So, you're just frozen no matter what. That's partially the reason why I think they swap out immediately.
That's a good hit. And it's down.
But that Chansey is down. And now it's time for the elegant and beautiful Erika. Erika has a pretty tanky team. What scared me the most, though, was probably her Victory Bell, because Victory Bell is a menace in this game with Toxic and Wrap. Because I don't know if you know how Wrap works, it basically holds you in there and then you can't even attack, so if they use it, basically screwed. And then if they attack something, you're taking more poisoning damage on top of that, and it's just like... It's a bad setup. It's a very, very bad setup to go against. And it was a very OP moveset, because I think even Dragonite could do it too. Or I think Dragonite did something like Thunder Wave, and then that screwed it over even more.
It's paralyzed. The intense battle continues.
Mega Drain. Such a great move. Knew it was trash. They really should have had Giga Drain. I always give Mega Drain some more PP, man. I think it's such a weak move. Dramatic death animation Q in 3, 2, 1, 0.
What will the next Pokemon be? Oh, it's Flabébel.
I know I had trouble with Flabébel because Flabébel was tanky as hell. I don't remember why. I think I may have just let Dojo die here. Oh yeah, I definitely did. See, Thunderbolt. Oh, and it crit me too, wow. Ooh, chance to attack.
That defeat means a Pokemon swap.
I think I put it to sleep with Jynx and have Jynx just finish it off basically, which is pretty much just a smart way to go because I don't like dealing with Clefable. Clefables are way too tanky. Oh, what a lovely kiss! And it actually stayed asleep for once. Wow. But pretty much what I was shooting for here were special drops, so I could do more damage, and also just keeping him asleep so I could take it out, because I just did not want to deal with it when it wakes up. Because, again, Clefable can learn so many freaking moves, and it's not going to be surprising that thing like something like Fire Blast or even Hyper Beam too. So the ability of keeping it asleep and having not to deal with it is just beautiful. Again, as I said, Jynx is a scary Pokemon, very, very scary Pokemon to deal with, but also beautiful. And then with that technique, Jynx takes down Clefable easily. Then I think her last Pokemon, if I remember correctly, is Victory Bell. I think. It's the Victory Bell or Dugong, as well as two of those. I can't remember. Yeah, it was Victory Bell, which would probably have the combo Wrap and Toxic and that other BS. I'm just like, wow.
The 10th battle continues. There it goes. The special stat is down.
I think I just attacked straight up. But it goes straight up for Razor Leaf, and Razor Leaf is still a really good move in this game because of its crit ability. Because any move that's like, it has a high critical hit ratio was basically going to crit every single time it hit. I'll tell you that right now. If you ever try to make a team for Stadium games to take it on, any Pokemon that has a crit-based move is probably going to have, unless it has something that's better, like power-wise, I would rather just stick with the crit-based move. Ending with that, I shall bid you adieu until the next episode. Please have a good day and enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.